Welcome back, everyone, to Ferris Sports Update. Time to preview the Ferris State volleyball season, and with us, head coach Tia Brandel-Wilhelm. And Coach, first of all, welcome back to the show. Hard to believe another season is already here.
Oh, I can believe it. We've been waiting for this for a long time. So that off-season time and the summer, all that prep work, we are excited to be in season again.
Certainly a great finish last season, winning the regional championship, going to the Elite Eight, a tremendous finish. Just talk about that lengthy time between the end of last season, preseason camp, and what you did to prepare.
We spent a lot of time in the gym in the spring season working on just trying to refine our game a little bit. We lost a couple good players. We lost our libero, and so we had to spend a lot of time working on our passing and our defense, and that. That definitely was an important thing. We made a couple adjustments to, our style of play. So we, spent most of our time in the spring working on that and faced some pretty big competition to try to get us ready to maybe elevate our game a little bit. So hopefully we'll see how it all works out.
Start off the season this week in some big matches. You ranked 13th in the country, but taking on 3 teams that are ranked as well, and 2 of them in the top 5, starting with Tampa on Thursday night. Yeah,
we opened the season at Tampa, and it's at their place, and they're number 2, and they're legitimate. They're a very, very good volleyball team, and they return absolutely everybody that hit balls for them at all last year. So it's definitely going to be a big challenge, and we're just excited to be in their court, and just hope we can represent well.
How does this competition this weekend with Tampa, Central Missouri, Indianapolis, how will this help prepare you for the conference season?
It is the conference. The conference, we have a couple of teams nationally ranked, and we'll have more as the season goes. There's some teams that were really young last year that are returning all their players. So, the level of play in our conference will be a national level play every weekend. So this will help us, just get ready. And we have to turn right around and start our conference season in the second weekend. So this will definitely be important to really show us our flaws and let us know, what our strengths are and what we can really focus on.
You mentioned a couple key players you lost, Angie Kemp, Brandy Marin, but a great nucleus coming back, 5 starters back. Just talk about that returning experience and how they've helped get you through the preseason here.
We have these players back, but I don't feel really experienced in the gym because we also have 5 freshmen on the team. So it's been, we've spent a lot of time trying to bring the freshmen up to speed and get them, so that we can keep the level of the gym really high. But our returning players are very mature, and they really have taken ownership of the team, where just not only just taking responsibility for the level of play on the court, but also just taking responsibility for the team off the court and really holding everyone to high standards. And it's a powerful thing when your seniors and juniors take that kind of ownership, and it's kind of exciting to see.
How have some of those new kids kind of adjusted to the team so far and through what you've done here in the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, they're all doing really well. We really put a lot of pressure on our freshmen to elevate their game and to make the transition really quickly, and they have been doing great. I think a couple of them, you'll see them out there playing at different times, and they'll be in the mix of the lineup here and there. So yeah, I think they're improving tremendously, and it's so exciting to see the growth in just 2 weeks of practice.
As you travel to Tampa, what do you see as some of the keys going down there to face this type of competition, and what do the Bulldogs need to do to have some success down there in this tournament?
I think the biggest thing is just really focusing on our own game. At this early in the season, you kind of know what you're going to see in Tampa because they have everybody back, but we still have to take care of our side of the net, and we have to pass well and serve well and defend well, and that's kind of what it comes down to anywhere. Tampa has a 2-time, soon to be 3-time All-American on their outside, and they have a couple other All-Americans returning too in the middle and the right side. So they're just loaded, and they have some really powerful players, and so it's a pretty high level that we'll have to play at and to compete against them.
I know in addition to some newcomers on the team, a newcomer to your coaching staff, tell us a little bit about her and what your new assistant coach has done.
Yeah, we've got Krista Young, who's joined our program, and she's been great. She brings a whole new freshness to everything that we're doing on the court. She's really, she's taken over a lot of our defensive things, but she's also working, really involved with the attackers, really all aspects of the game. She is a go-getter. I mean, this girl just gets after it, and she's out there on the court, and she knows what she wants out of the players, and she's really pushing them, and but has great relationships, and she's working really hard. Great energy that she brings. So we're really excited to add her to the program. It's been a complete bonus.
Certainly, after this trip to Tampa, back in Michigan, as you mentioned, to start GLIAC play on the road next weekend at Saginaw Valley. Talk about that quick turnaround right back into conference matches here in the second week of the season, and then having to do it on the road before you have a chance to play at home?
You know, it's probably good to go on the road a little bit early on. I think it can help cement a team together, and it's a little more adversity, so you can just kind of see more what you're made of. So we're happy to take the road trips, and you know, you're going to have to do it eventually. You might as well figure out how to do it early on. And it's tough to play in our conference on the road, but you know, you got to get good at it. So the more you do it, the better you'll be.
How did that experience last year with some of your kids winning the regional title down at Grand Valley and then going to the Elite Eight? How did that experience, how would that help them this season?
You know, we try not to think about last year and try to look at every season as its own season. I think we take the lessons learned, because we could have played like that all season and we didn't always. So I think that's probably the biggest lesson, is just that we, you know, really controlled our level of play, and we got to a point where we controlled it in a really positive way as we went, you know, on the tail end of the season. So I think the biggest lesson is just knowing that, you know, we can do that on a consistent basis if we push ourselves enough to do it. So
I know some big matches here to start the year on the road, but first match is at home, September 19th and 20th. Talk about that home atmosphere playing at the Ava Glaven Sports Arena, and talk about the new addition with the new scoreboard.
yeah, we love playing at home. As I say every year, our fans are the best. I mean, they're so involved in the game, so much energy. We have, you know, great student athletes there. We have great people from the community. I mean, there's just so much energy. So we love being at home, and we're excited, you know, when we finally get to play home. It'll be great to have everyone there. The gym looks amazing. The new scoreboard is fantastic. You can see some of the stats, and there's, you know, little graphics and stuff. So it'll be really great for the fans. For us, we just only care about the score, but it'll be great for the fans, and it'll really add to the experience a lot. You know, and there's some painting that's been done, and so it looks great, and we're just really grateful to the university for providing that upgrade to our facility, and just the opportunity to play there and to have all those nice things. Very grateful.
And finally, before you start the season here, talk about some of your goals, some of the challenges that lie ahead, and what your expectations are for the year.
You know, our goal is to just get better every day, and just to take each day at a time, and, you know, 1 point at a time, 1 practice at a time, and to just, you know, just keep pushing and getting better as a team. And, you know, where we hope to reach our potential, and wherever that takes us is, you know, we hope it's really far, but, you know, our job is to try to do everything that we can with the talents and gifts that we've been given.
Well, Coach, best of luck as you make the long trip to Tampa, and looking forward to seeing some great volleyball this fall.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more Ferris Sports Update right after this.